And welcome back, everyone, to a city map showcase thingy. Yeah, it's been a minute since my last or part one for this. So here we are standing in front of the Titan Hotel, and but yeah, just to cover last episode, we covered pretty much the mansions, and we kind of skipped down there. We kind of just did this that road I'm pointing at right now. Wait, now. We did that whole road. I feel like I skipped part of like Freedom Tower. Like I just did a little like drive by for it, but just in case so you all can get a slightly better view. Freedom Tower. Why I built it? It was just supposed to be some cool little project because this was me and Rod still hung out a lot, and so this is the last thing I built. And then he came on the world. He saw it. He liked it a lot. And then, but yeah, after that we really didn't hang out too much. It was kind of bad. I mean, Celtic quickly became my like right hand man and helped me build this amazing creation. But besides the point. So in this episode, I plan on covering way down there and just really the entire south because there's not much I built down there. Everything was all north. That was all cool and fanciness. And who knows? I might even make something for YouTube here. And yeah. So first things first. So before we continue, I'm gonna come cover this building. So basically what this is I know I covered it last time, but just because I didn't give credit, this is made by, oh, I know his real name, but I can't remember his gamer tag. Sorry, I'll probably, I will check, yeah, let me just check now. Sorry everyone for this. Oh yeah, I'm busy, so I'll do that. Hey, Rod's on, as you can see. Yeah, these are all my friends, so go annoy them. You know, it's Gear King. Alright, that is his name, Gear King. And you probably saw his real name. So, you know what, don't put it in your bio. So yeah, he made like an ammunition. I don't know why. This isn't GTA. But, whatever. So, we're gonna keep flying. I think Celtic claimed this to build something here. I don't know. And so, I got bored one afternoon. So I began construction here. So, I don't know why there's a stoplight and all this. I mean, I guess it just looks nice. But this is like supposed to be like a suburbs or something, and they each have different prices. So 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. I don't know if they ever changed or if they were always just 3,000. Cause I was pretty sure there was like one or two that were more. Cause they had some cool thing. This took me way too long to build though. Like I seriously think I spent an entire week building this. Cause I only could get on for like an hour, 2 hours if I was really lucky. And I could only get like, cause I was building this like brick, well, obviously block by block, but I couldn't just do slash copy and paste, cause well, we're not on PC. But there's a little TV. TVs I think differ. Some jungle wood, and up here was the same except for the paintings. And yep, nothing was really thrown in. You just had the furniture here. There's a few things I would change about, but I kind of liked it. So yeah. Next thing, I'm sorry for missing an upload. I think things get a little hectic. Um, I was able to get some cool stuff on server, so I wanted to play around with that, see what I could do. Oh yeah, I told you I'll cover this last, but just so you can see it stops by here, even though there's no sign for it. Unless I can't fly for a minute. There was a little maze here. I don't know why I built it. I just did. I have no words for whatever I built here, and I think this little stage was like the only good thing here. So yeah, I apologize for seeing the upload. Everything got a little crazy. I couldn't, there was just so much stuff I had to do. Just in case you're wondering, these are 5 blocks apart. And, crap, this isn't like PC. I can't just click a button and have it appear in my inventory. There it is. There's the trapdoor. There. Is it? Secret. It is the 8th one, I think. Or whatever. This is something I saw. I kind of liked it just because it was set up here. It was really remote. And yeah, this is Gear Kings as well. It's a little gas station. Obviously, it's not needed, but I feel like it's really remote. I kind of like it. You know, we never really built anything. I mean, and so this was mine. There's a very, very long story. If I ever show off that world that me and Rod played on all the time, I would beg to him whenever I got on, can we go on that world? And eventually he just started like, alright, whatever. It wasn't until all that fancy GTA stuff came out. But it's basically on a survival world. It looks a lot like this, except for I actually had names for all the potions. And, like, I had a jukebox. And so I would seriously spend my real, like, in real life, my Friday nights. And obviously, you know, this went further down. It wasn't all bedrock and everything. It was a lot different down below. But I would just spend my Friday nights listening to cool tunes on Minecraft, chilling. I had, like, in real life, I would have a Pepsi. I'd have, like, someone or another come over. It'd be raining. Like, it really did, like, fulfill what I was looking for, I guess you would say. And I really liked it. It was really fun. This building is something I built on my own. It may be bugging out my screen right now. I mean, it doesn't look like it is, but it's bugging out my real screen. This was supposed to be a humongous arena. And obviously it cuts with the road right here, which was really bad, so I had to figure something out to do here. And I never really got anything, because over here it, like, is different, and, like, crap, it's not centered, and this and the other. But basically my entire plan behind it was, I was like, alright, from now on I'm gonna set, everyone has a limited number of lives. They have, like, 3 lives each. If you win in here, you make a ton of money, and if it's obviously your last life, you die, you're out. You can never join the server again. So it's gonna be, like, hardcore. But that never went anywhere, because the whole plan was to turn this to survival and just have our own little city. The next one here is a spleef arena. Everyone was always begging me, Titanic, make a way to make money in creative mode. There has to be a way. And they never quit begging me, because they knew it was, like, to finish the whole map, it was going to take us days, weeks, even months. I mean, even as much as, like, 2 years, it couldn't be done. Well, it could be done, but we knew we weren't going to get done. So what I basically did is I made a cool, like, just center, like, arena thing, and I think these have efficiency 5 on them, yep. And so I got this idea, because at this time, it was about this time that, a YouTube video, like the Minecraft Olympics, it wasn't the TNT Olympics, it was, like, some other Minecraft game Olympics, I don't remember. And so I saw the leaves, and I'm like, hey, that could be a cool, like, little adjustment to the game. And so I was really like what I did there. I mean, there wasn't too much thinking that went on with it. Yeah, it was just about it there. So I really liked were the apartment complexes. No matter how they were set up, they always, like, I just loved them. So this one's set up a lot like the other one, except for some minor differences. I made this little staircase. I was gonna build it bigger, and I'm like, I don't like it. That's all. And I don't want to do that much work. This is more in, like, the dying age of this server, or the world. So yeah, there's just all these. They had the cute little walk around, which I like the other one more. And this was definitely a larger place, but just in general, between this apartment center and the other, is this was a lot smaller. It was in the dying age, so I didn't have a lot of people helping me or ideas, and yeah. So this next spot, I'm gonna skip this, even though I like the build. Just because I'm gonna try to keep things PG. That was my friend's. Well, actually, it was his idea. I just designed everything, so I think I did a good job on it because I think it looks nice, and I messed up. All right, so let's find some iron bars. Here we go. So I modeled this after another place in my real life, and so I just made a public pool or a city pool. I mean, it obviously does. You know, you don't really need to go swimming in Minecraft. I just thought it was kind of a cool idea. This has to be probably the last thing I built on this this world. And it was like, welcome to Pixel Art Hall. And so, like, I was gonna, because I knew a lot of my friends were good at pixel art. That's something I wasn't good at. The only thing I was even somewhat good at was, like, coming up with an initial idea or adding a tiny bit of detail. But other than that, I couldn't make pixel art. And so, I mean, you know, obviously, since it was in the dying age of, like, the world and the server, I'm just gonna call it the server, because, like, everyone got on it every day. They were, like, this was my version of Rod's world, I guess you could say. Like, everyone begged me. I always begged him to go in that world. He always begged me to go in this world. But after a while, I was the only one who played on it. And so this was in the dying age when my friends would build pixel art, but no one ever did, sadly. So this goes on. I told Rod to build this road. It goes really far out, and we never went that far. So it's kind of funny. But anyway, so the next one, here's a gas station. This was, I want to say, the first thing here that was ever built that wasn't by me or Rod. This is like the first thing that wasn't me or Rod. And so it's just a little gas station. I can't remember who built it. It was some guy. He said he was like so cool. He could hack people. And then he's like, all right, hey, I'll put this world up for download if you want me to. And I'm like, okay, let's see how he lies about this. Sure. And so he goes around flying around like, okay, every time it sees a block, it scans it. And I'm like, what about the inside of the building? He's like, it already knows what's there. I'm like, it can't. There's nothing I don't think in the world that can do that. But whenever I let him scan the world, he said there was like 3,000 blocks. So obviously, whatever he did was a lie. So this was something. This was the first like community project. It was definitely one of the earliest. Well, it was more towards like the beginning of the very end. Like everyone got together for one last night. We hung out here, and when we upgraded, like Fades had a very poor. It was a terrible bar that he worked on for a little bit, and I asked him, hey, do you want me to make this better? I said, I'm sorry, it doesn't look good. Do you want me to improve it? You know. And so he said, sure, how much will it cost me? And I'm like, you know what? Your friend, it's free. He thanked me. And when he came back on, he came to see a lot of this. He added the chimney himself. I just did the ceiling. Like, everything was all dark in here before. So I went in and did the lighting so we could turn it on and off. I did most of the building. And then after that, I had some of my friends come in and do the restrooms. And I just did some of the wiring and what was it? A few of the tables. They did most of the piston work for the tables. I mean, I could, it's just a redstone torch under it, but I thought it was something a little easy and fun. So, the bowling alley. I know we're getting back to where we started, but whatever. So yeah, how this works is you're gonna have to be quiet, but here's basically what happens. Okay, that didn't work, so that's a problem. Ooh, yep, I went way over the line. Alright, so listen. Yeah, and then, I don't know why I came up with this. I see this as more like skiing. Like, I don't know what I just came up with an idea. I'm like, yeah, that'd be really cool. I'm like, it didn't turn out nearly as well as I'd hoped. It was definitely one of those, like, just let's fill something in days. And it's just cobblestone in there. I've shown you all this. And I know I showed the hospital. I don't think I covered this section, though. Yeah, I think I missed this little row here, but that was about it. So, for the shop, this is Rod's shop. I didn't show this, I don't think. That should be in here? I don't know. Someone help me. There it is. Alright, so I'm gonna break this down. Rod's shop. He had all, like, I gave shop owners to, buy whatever they needed. Or fill chests with whatever they needed, but they weren't allowed to build with it. I don't know, I just felt like everyone had to get their own resources somehow. I was gonna build, like, a mountain where you could mine and stuff. I don't know. That would work if you could do, like, custom things. This is a building this was the first building. Welcome to the vote center. And, like, there was gonna be a chest and, like, two, hoppers you could drop them into. Like a hopper here, and chests. It's like a writable book, and if not, a anvil, and then something you could use to enchant. So a book, and you would say yes or no to whatever law it was, your idea. But at the time, hoppers weren't around, so therefore I said, well, we're gonna have to wait till hoppers, and the world just went down before hoppers were added, so we kind of lost that idea. The bank I've shown you all, I know that. Actually, I showed the apartment complex, and I showed the prison. Just in case you're curious, this isn't a good one to show. That's where his, like, pet shop was. So yeah. I don't know if, the lighting works, so I will give him props. He spent, I know for at least a good 3 weeks I spent on the server. He did nothing but work on this. It is colossal. I mean, it takes up it's definitely not that, long in width, but in length it is humongous. I don't know how you could build that. And so eventually I told him, yeah, you can do this. I think these are like for sale, $100. No, $250. For sale $250, and then obviously for sale $250. Actually, there's more? No. I would think a corner would be more, but oh yeah, just to let you all know, I won't be here this weekend again. I don't usually travel this much really. I know I traveled a lot well, not really traveled, but I went a lot of places last summer, and I'm definitely going again this summer. But yeah, the place that this reminds me of, I'm going there. So maybe I could build something in my Let's Plays, something like that. I think that would be a cool idea. So yeah, that's just my idea there. I know I've shown you all a casino in there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I think that's it. That is my world. Tell me what you all think. If I should do something for subscribers here, should I like sell make just a lane for like called like U lane or something? I don't know. And basically all of it, it's nothing but for subscribers. Oh yeah, just one last little quick fact. South Road, East Road, North Road, and we never built West Road because it never. Well, we will, and we plan to at least. So you can see the start of South Road, but it never really went anywhere. Oh, sorry. North Road's really the only one that went anywhere. I mean, I would say like had stuff built on it. East Road went really far as well. Actually, I'm gonna show one last thing before this video's over. So if we fly over here, I think I already talked about it, just in case, you know, that building once again is just someone, I don't know who built it, it's just random. Alright, so if we can just follow this the entire way, it's just a channel, really. And so basically what's happened here, sorry, is I wanted water in the world. I wanted like the rich people, the cool people who helped build the world from scratch to where it is now, to have like all this fancy stuff, so boats they could have, we could have like cargo ships, we could just have all this cool stuff. And well, what ended up happening is, well, this obviously, as you can see. And so the plan was to just cut all of this out. I mean, it really is a pain without world edit. Like, oh yeah, and then so all that would be water, and then this would be land again. And so basically, in this land, what we would have would be just a little island. You know, there'd just be this cute little island here for like only the cool people would know about, and it was gonna be all this fun. Yeah, and you can see actually a little like dirt pixel at the very top. Sorry. And you know, there's, I don't know. It was just really when I dug it out, because no one helped when I dug it out. It was just me. But yeah, the idea of doing this without world edit to me, after a little bit, just seemed insane. Well, you don't need it. You need a lot of patience, or you need world edit to do this. Yep, the dirt block's gone. So yeah, all this was dirt at one time. It was really annoying, but it grew over. So, see, like I could do this right now, but I shouldn't. So we're gonna pull into Titanic 99's estate. I really like the entrance. This just seemed really nice. I feel like I could improve that. And just because that's a really nice shot, I am going to come right here, take a beautiful photo of myself. That's obviously not all I look like, but that's what I want to look like. Not a Steve character with like a helmet, or not a hat and all that fun stuff, and be a captain of something. I don't know. But thank you all for watching. I'm sorry there's a lot of background noise. But yeah. So what do you think about having like a YouTube lane for like subscribers or someone who does something? Just yeah. I haven't forgotten about you all. I am here. I'm just trying to like say everything I can right now. I am here. I will be getting Xbox Live back shortly. I know I keep saying that. I mean, there's nothing. I can't really give like an update on it. I have the I almost have the money for it. And so my prediction. Look, everyone, July. We have all of June to go through. Uploads will continue as they are. July, maybe even mid-June. Somewhere around there, videos are going to go back to a video every day, and maybe even 2 videos every Friday. and we're just gonna try to keep that up. I know I keep saying like I'm gonna do this, and it hasn't happened yet. And you're like, come on, where are the videos? Like you said, this is gonna happen. It's not here yet. It is going to happen. That's what you gotta look at. It's going to happen. No, if you have something, if I have something I'm gonna do, and this goes for you all too, do it. If there's something you want to do badly, do it. It's really cool, especially if it's a idea or even a dream or a goal or something. Just do it. I really dragged out the intro. Thanks you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. See ya.